Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. As you can see, normal service is resumed. Bit stressed at the moment, bit stressed. I've not had 5 minutes since I come home. We just got a new filter for the fish tank because the other one broke. So it's been farting around setting it all up and taking bits off, and I've had to cut bits out the lid so the lid fits on tidy. But it's all working. It's all nice and quiet. I mean, you might be able to hear the slightest of hums in the background, but it is perfectly quiet. It works so well, I had to fill the tank up just so you didn't get all the psh, like a running tap. Cats aren't here. Well, they're here, but I think a couple of them are outside. One's having a snooze. The wife's gone to bingo. So I've got complete peace and quiet, even though I'm a little bit stressed. So, we are here with a beer review for you. We're going back to County Durham now. We are down to the last. There's two more in the fridge of their beers, what I've got here, and this is the third from last beer, if you like. And we're off to S43, and we are taking a look at their Mcjuicy, and it's a New England IPA. It's coming in at 6.2% ABV. It contains Eldorado, Mosaic, Meridian, and Citra. It may well contain more as well. Eldorado Cryo, Mosaic, Meridian, and Citra Cryo. 6.2%, 440ml can. I'm not sure how much it was now, I can't remember, but I got 25% off it. I'm going to guess it was around the £5 mark, something like that, so probably brings it in at about £3.75. Beautiful artwork, Mcjuicy, with all the balloons and the colour of it and what have you. It's clearly a bit of a piss take of McDonald's. So, glass at the ready. Let's get this cracked open and see what we get. Hope you're all good. Last couple of days been a bit of a nightmare. The filter went on Sunday, so we haven't had a filter in it, but we haven't got too many fish in there at the moment. So we had just the older bubble thing, air bubble thing going in there, just, you know, to get some oxygen in there. Managed to order one online, which turned up today. We ordered that Monday. So that went, and then yesterday my van wouldn't start, the battery was dead, so I never went in yesterday. I was charging the bloody van up, and then I went in the kitchen yesterday as well. One of the lights has gone, or the starter motors, so they say it comes in 3. So I've had it all, and my God, there is some major lumpage that has just gone in there. Major lumpage, lots of yeasty bits and what have you. You may see them there floating around. So yeah, a New England IPA from S43, do some good beers. It's looking like you'd expect it to for a New England. It's looking juicy. It's looking like a squash drink. We've got just about half a finger of white on top. There's not much there, but it looks a nice light fluffy sort of head. Put it down to my bad pouring. So let's dive in on the nose, if I can, and we'll see what we get. Oh, massive. Yeah, massive juicy numbers. It's just exactly what you expect. The same old sort of aromas. Pineapple, passion fruit, grapefruit. Maybe a little bit of melon in the background if you like. Yeah. Smells nice, smells like a typical New England. So let's dive in and try S43's Mcjuicy. I'm as dry as a nanny goat's knee. Cheers. That's nice. That's nice. I will say with some of their beers though, some of these sort of like, I bought them 18. And I'm certain they're all in date and all got good dates on. Yeah, they've seemed a little bit sort of lifeless, not massively, or they seem like they've just lacked a little bit of something. So maybe, you know, before it was all going down, they maybe didn't give a shit so much on what they were doing, but I'd like to think not. Anyway, let's go in again. Body's quite nice. Maybe not as heavy as I would have hoped for, if I'm totally honest. you know, knowing what S43 can produce, it does feel a little bit lighter for them. Certainly not, you know, wishy-washy. There's a nice gentle fizz. It's quite a lot of fizz, but it's a gentle amount of fizz. How can I put it? A lot of gentle fizz. Let's put it that way. There's quite a bit of fizz there, but it's nice and soft. Mouth feels quite nice. It's pretty smooth as well on the taste. It's juicy. In the taste, I'm picking up a nice piney feel in this. Piney grapefruit bitterness is coming through. Passion fruit, like I say, pineapple. Maybe a little bit of orange. I wouldn't say I'm picking a mango thing up in there. And it's a little bit dank, I would say. There's a little bit of a piney resinous dankness about it. 6.2%, do you get that? Not initially, but when that bitterness kicks in, and it is getting stronger and stronger, but it's a juicy bitterness. It's not like, you know, that big sort of, it's not a West Coast bitterness. Although there's a bitterness there and it's quite big, and although it is a little bit piney and resinous, it's got a sweeter, juicy feel to it, the bitterness. And that's where you sort of maybe think the alcohol's there. But other than that, in the taste, it's a big old juicy number. Nice bit of hop presence as well coming through really in the back. Yeah, it's decent enough. I'm not going to say I'm underwhelmed. Certainly expected to take a bit, maybe a little bit bolder. You know, it's big in the juicy notes, but maybe expected something a little bit bolder in the flavour, maybe even a little bit bolder in the body. But a perfectly respectable beer from S43. Now, highly doubt you're going to be able to pick this up, but if you can pick it up and you like New England's, give it a go. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. That's it for this beer review. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've waffled on a bit and I've burped a lot, but that's it. Hope you've enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.